tradition now, though. We are live now that we got everybody's cameras up. Rip my earbuds out of my ear. Oh, welcome everybody. I was trying to remember what we were doing last session, but then I remembered all we did was you guys started up a business.
Hey!
All we did.
That is
Come to Dungino's.
That is literally all you did. So we'll say another, since we missed last week, we'll say another 10-day has passed, and we'll roll for that here in a few minutes. But
We did what was it? We met what's her name, and we joined the what's it people.
oh
Yeah,
right,
we joined the what's it, and we found the monk in the side of the road.
Yeah, we found the monk on the side of the mountain.
Yeah.
Monkus?
Wow, great to not have an echo in this chat.
They're all my ideas originally, don't listen to her.
But before we begin, we got some fun news. We are doing a fundraiser for Toys for Tots this year. It'll run through until pretty much the end of the month. We will be doing a raffle alongside it. For every $1 you donate, you get one entry. You get 6 entries for $5, etc., etc. There will be all sorts of prizes. We got a dice bag from Impassable Creations. We're going to send out some dice from Skull Splitter and some mystery prizes that we're still working out because I did not expect us to go above and beyond, but apparently we are. All right. So let's get to it. We will go ahead and we will roll out your 10-day of potential profit.
Yay.
Potential profit.
How much are
Who's
you
keeping track of?
I think it was it Mike?
Okay.
Was Ildarian keeping track of the funds?
Yeah, I have it. Hold on. I gotta
'Cause I know we're in the positive.
I gotta find it in my file manager that is definitely totally organized.
Yeah, I believe you,
You wanna-
100% of the time.
You wanna know? You wanna know how much money we have?
Oh, do you got it?
We have 242.
242.
All right.
Wage of maintenance is 50. Guild expense is 10. Loan interest is 36. And our loan left is 1,188.
Awesome.
Yep.
All right. How much did you guys want to put towards advertisement?
How much was it for what was the
It's 10 per day, right? Or...
I think it was. Let me bring up the last chapter and I can tell you.
yeah, if we can, I'd like to know what the modifier is.
I would like to
I think
converse with our FCO.
I think it's one. I think it's one dragon per.
FCO.
One dragon. Yeah, it's one dragon for one. A +1.
Okay.
So I say we do 20.
Well, I said FCO Blard. How much money do you think we should put into advertising?
10 gold for 10 days.
All right, our FCO has spoken.
We don't have any gold.
Yeah, we do. Oh, 10 dragons.
You gotta stick to that.
Okay.
Look, it's all Monopoly money either way. You guys just make it up.
They are gold dragons, though.
It says that there's a monetary value because the government has to control us. They're like, okay, what books have you read?
They're just using the money to make us do things we don't want to do. Just
What do you use to barter in the forest then?
the bar in the forest? What are you talking about?
Barter.
Barter in the forest? We do favors.
Yeah.
That's what we did. I never said I came from the forest, but
Well, I was just assuming.
And that you slept under a lot of trees.
yeah, I mean doesn't mean
And a tree was your dad.
yeah. These are all true statements. No, we did favors. You know, if you did someone a favor, they owed you a favor.
Favors, wink, wink.
Y'all
Favors.
What's in your eye? What's wrong?
Don't spend money on how y'all have different back.
All right, and then you were gonna be able to do performances, right?
Yes.
All right, so give us a performance check.
Okay, hold on. I've broken.
Oh no. Oh
Can
no.
Oh, there it goes. I fixed it. Okay.
Can I step in with my lute and just keep a rhythm, just for like
Oh.
something in the background, just
Yes.
simple like to try to give her advantage?
Is he allowed to do that? While I
Sure.
pull up my kid.
Yeah, you can try. You can give her advantage.
Oh, I rolled one better than before.
Hey, but you know that's still one better.
Hold on. I know. I appreciate it. I like how you're giving me support while I tell my jokes on stage.
Okay.
Initiative.
What,
Okay.
what
Performance. I got a 25.
Wow. All right.
Okay.
All right.
What's
I
your
have a
joke? What's your joke?
Oh no, I don't have my jokes ready. Okay, hold on. Pause.
Then how are you telling jokes?
Well, you know, that's is great. The joke was that there was no joke.
No.
That's the joke. Life's the
No, I'm
joke.
telling the joke.
It's a philosophical
joke.
joke.
I have to think too hard.
You know, I like
Joke
Fio's
sucks.
earlier stuff better. I don't like when she got all philosophical and political with her comedy. It was really weird.
Oh, which body of water do you get bonuses to sail across?
What?
Efficiency.
The proficiency?
Yeah.
I'm going back to bed.
Uh,
That was a 25. You all laugh at it. You all laugh.
Okay. So you got a 25. That'll be a plus 10. You spend 10 gold on advertisement. So there's another plus 10. Plus your 15 you already have. You've got 35 bonus. Plus 35 bonus.
yeah.
And you rolled 100.
Woo!
So
Yeah, we rolled 100.
You rolled 100?
135.
that is a.
Oh my god.
What is that?
That means it's
150 pieces of gold. You had a very successful 10-day.
Woo!
yes. Listen,
Awesome.
this has been we don't even have to
You
advent.
don't have to go anywhere.
That
We
means-
stay
This is
here.
the best thing we've ever done. Like we're
So that
usually our
means
businesses fail, but ours is just succeeding only.
cool.
Mhm.
I think that we should take 100 of what we've earned and put it
Mhm.
into the loan, and then take the other
Mhm.
50 and put it back into the restaurant.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let
So
me consult with the FCO. FCO Blard, is that okay with you?
Do you like that idea?
I don't
Remember?
know. I have to think about that.
Okay, the FCO says think about that.
Well, do not forget that on top of those expenses, you have. Is it? Gotta find it. Hold on.
Our fees, we got our 50 dragons for mate and wage, we got our guild expenses for 10, and our loan interest for 36.
Did we
What
take
if
a lot?
what if we spent 50 gold on a potion for whatever our next adventure is?
It's true. I
no.
think someone told me that we also need to get training for our ghost buddy. I think he threw a chair at one of our employees the other day. I think we got to let him know that's not
Wait,
okay.
he did?
Yeah, like you know, like we're in like the medieval times, but we're not monsters. I mean, we can't do that to our wait staff.
What did the employee do though?
I think they instead of bringing the man ketchup, they brought him tartar sauce.
I mean that kind of deserves a chair. I don't know.
Okay, so it's a total of 60 per 10-day, and then you're 36 to your loan. So each 10-day, your expenditure is 96 dragons minimum.
Okay,
And we
That's
just
right,
made
okay.
150.
Yes.
so I need to take away 36 from that for the loan. So that was I do math. So rats. Yeah.
I get that loan paid off. How much more do we owe to the loan?
We owe after that 36. We owe 1,152.
Oh, not bad, not bad.
See,
And
I'm over.
we're not 346 dragons in the bank.
Wait,
346, yeah.
that's after the 60 and the 36.
Wait, no. Hold on, I'm on 60 as well.
Yeah, we got to take the 60 out as well.
I got you. All right, I'm figuring it out right now. I got you. Yeah.
Nobody said there'd be math in this fantasy setting.
Yeah, who said there was math here?
You know what? It's a good change of pace. I've never had to help balance books in D&D before.
All right, so now, okay.
That's a good point.
Sorry. 286 dragons in the bank, 1,092 dragons left.
Nice. Good, that's
We're getting there.
We're getting there. All right.
Has our credit gone up?
Yeah,
Are they
What's up with that?
are they happy that we?
Let's go find the gnome in town named FICO, and he can tell us what our credit score is. He keeps track of everybody.
Oh yeah.
FICO, the credit gnome.
FICO, the credit gnome. He just tracks. He has one spell he knows, and it's just so he can pull up credit score on everybody.
I just figured out my next character. All right, so you guys are enjoying your new business, just kind of enjoying the patrons coming in and overseeing the staff,
Oh yeah.
laughing at some of Buell's jokes, cringing at others.
Wait, cringing.
Yeah, cringing.
I would never cringe.
And suddenly you hear the windows begin to rattle and you hear a roar of an explosion filling the alley.
Mm-mm.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
I had a heart attack. I thought even in our thing. I was like,
Nobody got that from our food, right?
No. As you poke your head out, you see charred bodies and you hear anguish screams. A thick cloud of acrid smoke billows outward from the blast, which seems to have occurred right outside your door.
Yeah, that was food
nose
poisoning.
goes.
I rush out.
You rush out, okay?
I follow him slowly and I yell out, "Oh no, this is in no way in fault of Dungino's. It's not liable for any damages
Oh
that
no,
may occur.
our table, it's broken.
Oh no, our guests, they're broken."
Oh no!
So as you start to step out to see what's going on, you see City Guard, the City Watch, and the watchful order of Magus and Protectors rushing to the scene. If you want to check it out, you can make me an Arcana check.
I'll check it out.
So that is not a Kieran thing. I'll trust everyone else to do that.
So while you're making that roll, what are all of you doing as this happens? Like as the explosion occurs, how do you react?
I'm going to run out. Like I'm gonna run upstairs. I'm gonna like look out the window.
Okay.
Or like go on the balcony.
So you see it happen. You go, "Oh no!" You run inside and just creepily peer past the blinds of the window, just like.
Like that one.
No,
like,
I'm gonna go out into the balcony. I'm gonna go out to the balcony.
Okay.
We have a balcony, right?
Kieran will try to help people on the street as best as he can.
Out of 13, by the way.
Is there anyone like on the ground that looks injured?
There are people on the ground that look dead.
Dead.
Oh,
Okay, dead.
that's a little more.
Dead.
Is there any chance that like, all right, I rush out and I cast Goodberry and I try to feed one to one of the dead-looking ones and say, "Come on, you can come back.
Dead.
Come on, this magic thing, it might work."
I'm sorry to say it's not gonna help.
Is it not eating it?
Yeah, they're not eating it. You try to help them chew it up by moving their jaw, and they just nothing happens.
Mouth, it's just not happening.
Yeah, we mama bird it too, and we eat it ourselves and spit it in our mouths.
Okay, if you do that, you get the one hit point.
Oh wow, I feel great better. You can pick all these berries at Dungino's, and I look around and see if anyone's listening.
No one's listening.
Oh damn, okay.
They're all screaming about the explosion.
I guess we should head to the explosion.
Can we tell where did the explosion come from in the alley exactly?
Yeah, it wasn't like our kitchen, right?
You were inside, so you don't know. It wasn't the kitchen. And you guys were inside, so you can't tell where it came from. But if you make me an Arcana
We can
check,
tell. Can we not tell like that there was a point of like there was nowhere that like it looked like an explosion happened. There's just
it's in front of your door.
It's in front of our door.
Oh.
Somebody didn't like our service with a smile. We're gonna have to find out who did this.
Blard, you know magic. Blard, can you figure out what caused this?
Yeah, I look around,
Make me an Arcana check.
analyze with my Arcana skills.
Yeah, you immediately can
Good.
tell that it was a fireball.
Ooh,
Oh, that's some Katie.
this here was a fireball. Like these people are burnt.
How loudly do you say this?
Yeah, do you hear? Does he hear from his
Does he
balcony?
just scream it out?
I say it pretty loud. Like I project my voice a little. Yeah.
Do I hear this on the balcony?
I love it.
I want him not to, and him be like, "What? What?
Huh? And he has to run all the way back
I
down.
can't hear you."
What did he say?
Where's the balcony? Isn't the balcony like on the second floor or the third floor?
I think the balcony's on the second floor.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, okay.
You'll have to check your map.
I honestly don't know where I have put my map. I think I put it in my other.
It's in the chat. I'll go find it.
It's in my other bag of holding.
Put it in my other chat.
It's in all
You
chats.
put it in your oven chat.
all the other chat. We got so many chats, secret chats upon secret chats. Okay, the balcony's on the second floor.
Can I investigate the area to see if I can tell what happened? Like, see if there's anything that's noticeable. In addition.
All right, so you let's see. As you look around, you see about 11 people that got caught up in that blast.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Good paying customers.
One of them stands out a little bit more. It's Rock Gnome.
Oh, FICO.
It might have been FICO.
Oh no.
He's coming to give you your monthly credit report.
No.
No. How are we supposed to know?
But other than that, you don't really see a whole lot. Other
Does it
than,
look
you
like-
know, the guards rushing in.
Does it look like the point of like what it was trying to hit was like our front door? Like where are the burn marks for like
Can you check out this no?
other than on the
Okay, hold on. Let me read out what some of the crime scene to you. You've got to.
Yeah.
You can hear the guards coming, but they haven't made it yet. You feel you have just a few minutes. All right. So in the wake of the explosion, people emerged from their houses to survey the devastation. Surprisingly, none of the buildings caught fire. 11 people are dead. So you notice, as you're looking, what you can make out. You see one elderly female human. Nobody seems to pay her any mind. You see two cloaked males with leather armor and long swords. Two female humans and a male half-elf dressed in plain clothing. They look like they may have been servants. You see the rock gnome, whose cloak is charred and burned, and he's clutching a dagger. And you see two female halflings who had musical instruments with them. And two other halflings who looked like they may have been dancing. So you said you want to do some searching?
Yeah, is the gnome like in the front as though like people could have been chasing him in that pattern?
You get the sense that's what was probably going on.
I want to check out the gnome then. And he's got a dagger, so I pick up the weapon and I place it on the ground a couple feet away from him.
Okay. Make me a perception check.
That's a 14.
Okay. Unfortunately, that is not enough to discern much. You're still kind of taken aback by the smell of burning flesh and seeing charred bodies like that.
I'm thinking about our business. What's really-
I step back and I say, I'm kind of taken aback a little. I don't know what to do about any of this. The guards will be here soon, I guess.
Right, so let's just make sure we get it clear that we had nothing to do with this, and Dungino's is not responsible for any liability.
Is anyone else going to do any checking?
Can I tell where the fireball came from?
Why the
Is
rock
it-
gnome?
So yeah, the one
no.
that it just
It sounds like
kamikazed itself. Then
You
like
cannot tell where
suicide.
it came from.
Oh,
So you said the rock man's the only one that stands out from the dead body.
I would say that the cloaked humans do as well as they're leather clad and carrying long swords.
You said there was an old lady.
Yeah.
I want to check the old lady.
Okay.
Do I need a perception or investigation?
Perception. That's what they went with for the others, so we're going with perception.
I got an my plus an 18.
oh,
Yeah,
Oh, thank you.
the old lady didn't have anything on her. No identification, nothing you can take. So you said 18, right?
Yeah.
So I will say though that with that high perception, you also noticed on the humans, one of them, you noticed a black winged snake symbol on his right
Ooh.
forearm, just like that of the Zentarum.
Zentarum.
The warehouse you went to.
Yes, we have seen this before.
Hmm.
I go over to them and I go, is there another tavern around here that's got a snake for a symbol? Because I think they're trying to like put us out of business.
I mean, you would know. You're from this. What? Why are you asking us? You lived here your entire
I
life.
didn't have money to go eat anywhere. I didn't
I give you one more check.
really thought about their name.
One more chance to check before the guards arrive.
Oh, okay. I feel like there's something we're missing. He's giving us other chances.
Karen, do you want to
Karen
try?
will look around. Karen does not know what to look for. Karen just look around.
I'm
That's a
gonna do the thing.
17.
17? All right, so as you look over the bodies as well, and you notice on the gnome, well, first and foremost, he's got dry waste on his boots and cloak, suggesting he was in the sewers recently.
Okay.
He also has a pouch containing 5 gemstones.
Oh.
So you can leave them be, or you can attempt to snatch them. Do remember that there are people out and about investigating
is
as well.
I took 1 level in Rogue DM, so I have to. It's you have to do this thing.
Okay, make me a sleight of hand check.
Why not a stealth check?
You wish.
That's a 5.
Okay, so
Karen's going to jail. And
you get that pouch still, but the guards all have arrived, and someone as you look up, you realize someone was watching you, and they report you to the guards.
Oh no.
So
Someone quickly take this bag away. Go hide it.
wait,
Someone snatch this away.
how long does he go to jail for stealing?
I speak thieves can't. Someone take.
Oh,
Alright.
you do get you can get prisoned up to a 10-day. I yell at.
hold on.
Why are you not helping? Why are you reading the rules?
So a guard approaches
I have
you.
like a little journal. It tells
One
me.
of the local constables approaches you and says, "Now you know, flogging for theft, you can be flogged, and then following that will be imprisonment for up to a 10-day, hard
Oh,
labor
what
for
those
up to
words
a
mean.
year, and a fine
But what if he
equal to
gave
the
you
value of what you stole."
Can I talk to the guard?
You're up on the balcony.
You're
Yeah,
up on
you're
the
up.
balcony.
But I can see this all happening.
You're gonna yell.
I want to jump down and talk to the guard.
What?
Okay, let's
The
not talk to the
balcony?
guard.
There's stairs.
I was just trying to offer
No,
a
he said he's
coupon
jumping
for
down. He
him.
said he's jumping
Yeah, I
down.
want to jump down.
No,
Make me
Hero landing.
make me an acrobatics roll.
I thought he was
Easy.
the smart one of us.
Easy. 19.
3-point landing.
Oh,
All
okay,
right.
well maybe he. Okay, well,
I'll say-
He
I'll
lands
say-
on his hip.
You make the landing, but you still take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as you roll your ankle a little bit.
Okay, that's fair. I accept that. I'm gonna try and play it off like I didn't just roll my ankle like a dunce.
All right.
And I wanna go up to the guard and I wanna say, we were just trying to investigate the crime scene because as you can see, and I'm gonna like point back, this is actually our property now, and we have no clue what happened. We were in the middle of a service and there was a big blast of fire, and as you can see, things have gone from good to bad.
Is the constable looking at him while he's talking?
Not really.
Ah, damn. I was like, he was
just
say that Kira's gonna start putting the jewels in his mouth.
How does his face look? Does he look like he's like following along with what he's saying, or does he not care?
He doesn't really care. He's just like, that's all fine and well, but the point here is he just stole that from that man.
Dungino,
Dead or
half
not.
off first purchase.
Wait, you said I stole this from this man?
Yes, it's reported that you reached into his pockets and took it.
No, see, what happened was these are my family jewels, all right, and I always keep them close to my waist. And when I saw the explosion, I just, a simpler traveler, just not used to your fine city, they just dropped. My family jewels dropped, and I just had to collect them back up. I don't know why, someone would be staring at my family jewels so intently to say, and how I handle them to the guard, but that, that's just a shame.
Make me a deception check?
All right, I'm good at these. Except I rolled a nat 1. So that's only a 7.
Oh no. As soon as he says it, Peel's like, I whisper in his ear, I'm like,
what?
You cut out so hard.
Oh, sorry. I said whenever he like says his spill, Peel leans over, whispers in his ear, and says, "Good luck in prison."
What's that? What's prison?
So the guard.
There are no trees there.
The guard looks at you and goes, "You family jewels or not, you were caught stealing."
What?
And he leans in and goes, "No, between you and me, we can make this all disappear for a price.
I can offer you a coupon to Dungino's.
50% off.
It'll be 60 dragons, or you'll face the consequences of theft."
Go to jail. We're paying off a loan. It's only 10 days. It's only 10 days.
Okay, I have a question.
They said they're gonna flog me. What is that?
I have a question before I take this action.
Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about it.
What's your question?
Could I report this guard to the cloaks since he's asking for a bribe, which is against the law?
Right now, run to report him before he takes our money.
Yeah. That guard's asking for a bribe.
You can try.
It's against the law per the magistrate.
But isn't he the constable?
Isn't he the law?
Isn't he in charge of the people?
No, the cloaks are actually the ones that have reign.
You're gonna go run to the cloaks?
Who are the cloaks?
I think I might. I think this
You know
might
where they
be.
are?
I'm gonna go snitch. I just gotta find one.
Wow, a thief's gonna snitch? What? You're a thief and you're gonna snitch?
Wait, so
Because they're trying to take money from us.
We need to waste time while he goes snitch.
Yeah, let's.
I'm gonna go
waste the
find a
time
cloak.
for him to
I'm
run
gonna go
across
find a cloak. I'm gonna go find a cloak.
Oh my god.
How hard is it gonna be for him to find a cloak?
LD just abandoned us. He's just gone.
I like the fact that as soon as he's like, it'll be 60 gold, LD just takes.
I'll be right back.
I want you to not say anything. You just run.
Okay, so we gotta see where this goes. All right, so you find one of the magisters.
In the meantime, I'm telling my jokes.
Nobody is laughing at your jokes right now.
That's fine. They can all fail. I'm just trying to keep them distracted.
All right,
So I find a cloak.
yeah, so you approach them and they just. Well, I'm gonna need you to stand back. There's been a crime. We need to investigate.
Yes, sir. About that, the crime happened right outside of our business, and one of your guards are currently trying to take a bribe from us because we were investigating the crime scene.
bribery is against the law, so I'm having a hard time believing that one of the guards would be doing that.
Oh no, they don't believe.
Our friend was trying to find evidence of the attack, and somebody reported him, and the guard came up, and
they don't trust us.
when this happened, the guard was like, I could make this all go away for a few dragons, and he requested that we give him 60 dragons or our friend would go to jail.
Bring me to this guard. I wish
I'm
to have
going
a
to-
word with them.
I'm going to take him to the front of Dungino's. I feel like the kid in second grade that to the teacher. It's like holding the teacher's hand and having him follow me.
Follow me. This is where the bad guy is.
Okay. So he walks up and he asks what's going on, and the guard tells him that Kieran was caught or was seen rummaging through the dead gnome's pockets, pulled out excuse me, a pouch full of gems. So, Magister looks at you and says, "You understand the penalties for theft."
I do
not
understand
you.
that.
Sorry, at Kira.
Bribery?
Wait, me? I don't know. I'm not from here. We didn't. I don't know what. Someone says there's laws. Law. If I'm saying that correctly, law.
Yes, and though this man was dead, you have stolen from him.
Oh, these are his? I thought they were my I was explaining to him. I thought these were my family jewels. Oh, well, it's my bad. I did not realize. Now that I'm handling the sack, I can tell this one's a little bit misshapen. It's not my family jewels. Okay, so I will. My apologies. I will put these back. I will have to find mine. They dropped somewhere around here.
Roll deception.
Why are you doing it? Oh, by the way, the law says
That's a lot better. It's a lot better. 17.
Okay. He
I
looks at
rolled an
you.
11.
He looks at you skeptically and just. What is your name, sir?
My name is Blard.
Oh
Oi.
my god.
You know,
His
think
name isn't.
I'm pretty sure you can't
Darian?
that's too. I wouldn't call him out.
His name be Kieran.
What? Why would you say that, Biol?
My name is Eldarian.
What? I'm trying to give us cover-ups here.
So,
What do you mean?
So the guard writes down your name and just puts next to it Dungino's. All right. Anything further, and there will be no questions asked. You will go and face the consequences.
All right.
Be gone.
All right.
Back to your business.
It's not that bad.
Okay.
Wait,
Okay.
did he take the?
See, I'm gonna say thank
Oh.
you,
Yes.
and I
okay.
apologize for my friend.
You were the snitch. What are you
You're
talking?
literally the thief. Why are you so? I think he's an inside man. Maybe that's why he's out here. Maybe the thieves guild kicked him out because he
Listen.
was snitching.
Have
on
you,
them.
have you ever realized
Wasn't
that
it
thieves like
jail?
money, and thieves don't want to lose money, and thieves will do anything to stay out of jail
He was
and
told-
keep
he was-
from losing
he was-
money?
He was told the cop thank you and bye.
By the way,
Yeah. If you have a good rapport with the cops and you do something illegal, they won't believe that you did it because you're nice to them.
Yo pulls out her book of all the laws and she shows it to Eldrian. What's your name? Eldarian?
Eldarian.
Eldrin.
Eldarian. It says blackmailing only to, or bribery only to an official, and we're not official. So, I don't think.
Yeah, but I think officials taking bribes is probably frowned upon
I don't know. It just
because
says
they're.
official. This is the law.
Yeah, but I mean, like they're guards of tier and they're supposed to follow justice. And if they willingly take bribes,
It isn't just
You're
just what the laws are.
You're
so
hurting.
the
You're hurting
law-
my brain with all those philosophical things. I
gotta say
I just
something
want to
real
go
quick.
back.
I gotta say something. I love how in both campaigns that I'm running, I've had one player run to the cops about the party
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
or
it wasn't
something
even about
involving the
us, He was
party.
running about the guard.
Well, and again, it was literally the thief in our group that rants the car.
I didn't want to lose money. I care too much about money.
We weren't gonna lose
Oh,
money. He
God.
just had to
I'm
go
just
sit
saying,
in jail.
He
for
wanted
10
60. He wanted 60 dragons. That's
No, he
expensive.
wanted 60 for him not to sit in jail. Why couldn't he just sit in jail for 10 days? We got nothing going on.
Well,
Oh, you know what? You're right. That's what I should have done.
Exactly.
I'm gonna look at Kieran. The next time you do something like this, you're gonna be sitting in jail for as long as your sentence is, and I'm not.
I don't even know
You know
what that
what?
is.
I think jail
It's
is
a
really
dark
important
cell.
part of
You
it.
only get bread to
Look,
eat,
look,
and you
look.
can't go anywhere for 10 days.
Look, you're not the FCO. The FCO approves of any money spent. FCO, would you have spent 60 dragons to make sure I was not in jail?
I
Look,
get up close to him. I say,
that-
well, pretty boy like you, I don't think you'd want to be in jail.
Oh, you think I'm
It's not
pretty?
even
Thank
that
you.
pretty.
Why not? I'd probably be popular.
Oh yeah.
You'd
Exactly.
be super popular. I mean,
Yeah, oh, maybe I want
That's
to
a
go
good
now.
They like to experiment in there.
What do you mean experiment? I don't know what that means.
You'll find out if you ever go.
have you heard of not dropping the soap?
No, never. What's soap?
Well,
Oh, that's why you
see,
smell so bad.
next time
Mhm.
we're not
Mhm.
paying out the 60.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, that kind of hurts. All right,
We
buddy.
didn't-
You know
we
what? You're the
didn't
FCO. You're the FCO for a reason. So, I
No.
trust your judgment.
It's coming out of your share.
Okay, so you guys get everyone
We'll
in
get
the
some.
everyone in the alley gets ushered back into their buildings. You
mhm.
see more guards pouring in, taking up posts around the area, not letting
Put
anyone in or
put a
out.
discount on the drinks. Maybe they'll drink because they're sad and we'll make them more money.
And then you see one of the Griffin Cavalry riders circling above
Oh,
as
shit.
well. So you go back into Dungino's and you kind of just wait because there's nothing you can do. Business, that's it.
I would like to write on the chalkboard 10% off all drinks for guards and anyone from traumatic explosions on the
Okay.
chalkboard. And I just wait.
Interesting. And did you get
Okay.
that approved, CFO? Yeah.
Shh.
So about you guys are kind of just doing what everyone else is doing in the other buildings and just watching from the windows to see what's going on. And about 20 minutes after the explosion, you see a sergeant of the City Watch escorting someone from the Order of Magus to the crime scene. The Magus looks to be much shorter than the Watch. The sergeant from the Watch, he's walking with a cane and all that. And he just, without saying much, takes charge. Seems like he's pretty well respected. So, and you see all the different constables going door to door knocking to get information. So it doesn't excuse me. From what you're picking up from a hushed talk amongst the other watchers, you hear him saying something about the gnome was running from someone, and that there should have been 3. You hear that they were moving towards a tavern, which explains that why he was in front of your door,
Mm-hmm.
and that nobody saw the blast coming.
Means they were invisible.
Sure, maybe.
Maybe.
What y'all think?
I will add to the chalkboard and 10% off for important looking people.
Just in case they want to come in. We put the chalk.
We're making
Okay,
money.
so let's see where they're going next.
How would you like to go in the balcony, Aldarian? Maybe we should go up there and try to
Okay,
listen to what
so they
closer to what
come-
they're doing.
They come to your door next, and it's these two specifically. So if you answer the door, excuse me, Jesus, and they ask you if you know who that gnome is.
Gnome Chomsky.
Is that what you say to them?
I'm sorry, what?
You knew his name?
You knew him the entire time?
The
You didn't say anything?
Fico Chinatsky.
Okay,
Maybe it was Elder.
let's start that over. You answer the door and they introduce themselves. The sergeant looks at you and goes, I am Sergeant Cromley, and this is Barnabas Blastwind. And with that, before the sergeant can stop, Barnabas looks at you and goes, we were inquiring to see if you knew who any of these people were, especially this gnome. Seems he was heading here.
Unfortunately, I don't believe we do. We are a business, and we do serve food and drink, so we do get a lot of different patrons coming and going.
Yeah. I mean, you know what really gets my memory going? It's a drink at the bar.
You wanna,
especially when I've been out investigating people all day, nothing but a drink.
You know, I think I know why he was coming here.
Oh.
The deal
Wait, what?
is so great. I mean, like...
Okay.
I have
literally dead bodies outside.
Well,
and once they get cleaned up, it'll be business as usual again.
okay, so so you guys start rambling on about all that after saying you have no idea who it is, and they watch you for a second, and then Barnabas just holds up a hand and just, okay, thank you. That's all I needed to know. We will not take up any more of your time. And they turn to leave.
Oh, well, all right. Forever tell your friends that at Dungino's it's always done better.
I wonder what would have happened if
I
we
told you.
pretended like we knew him and gave him a fake name and just like went along with...
Now I'm kind of curious what outside of our establishment, though. I'm telling you,
We lost a patron today.
All right.
it's one of these other friends that like that we're making the big monies in the town. The DM's out of a loss because we only care about the restaurant.
No, I'm not at a loss because of that. I could care less.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, no. I was trying to see what cards it was that Fatal.
Oh, she play cards?
She's playing cards right now. Yeah, she likes you guys.
What's gonna happen with us? Is it about coming in?
So Eldarian, you realize your pockets are about, I don't know how many dragons you have on you, but you're about 30 dragon lighter.
Is that our funds?
Well,
no, it's his
going
pocket
to be
specifically.
I'm going to be honest with you.
He had nothing.
Yes, correct.
He's like, I'm gonna be real with you real fast. I'm broke as fuck.
Okay, so you guys, they bid you adieu, and that's it. I'm getting right. No more. You're not asking them anything. That you're just leaving. Okay.
I'm just gonna be sad because there goes lost service.
Yeah, Peel's just upset they didn't buy anything.
Okay, well they leave, and
all right, well,
you don't get a chance to get any information.
Well, is there any way we can get the bodies cleaned up off our porch soon? Because no one's gonna come in.
The whole alleyway is blocked off. No one's coming anytime soon.
I know.
Period.
We have to figure out what we're gonna do about that. Are we allowed to move the bodies? Maybe I should ask them.
Well, I mean, we remember the people chasing the guy had that snake symbol on their whatever place. So I wonder, maybe this is a hate crime. Maybe they're trying to attack us because we took out their warehouse. Maybe it was meant for us.
I'm telling you, I think they were trying to start their own Dunginos, and they're upset that we got the idea first.
Well, I mean, LD knows people like that. LD, do you know who we could talk to figure out who would try to set a fireball at our front door?
Because we kind of ignored them.
Let's say that I do.
The people that just came in.
Oh.
Could have asked.
Maybe.
Let's say that I do,
Okay.
and I could go talk to them.
Now, LD, I have a question. Is this going to be something that you're super secretive about again?
Yes.
LD, are you just gonna go talk to the guards? Is that what you're gonna go do?
No.
LD, are you friends
Oh.
with the guards?
LD,
No.
are you a guard?
Well, no.
LD, are you not really a thief?
Are you a narc?
Are you the one that threw the fireball? I think we need to investigate.
I think we need a mascot.
You know, that's a really good idea. See, this
Can
is
I go
what
meet
Lauren's
up
in
with-
charge.
Can I go meet? Can I go meet up with
Preparing
my criminal contact?
Yes, you can. Karen, you have
No,
1d10
you can't. Why would you
inspiration.
ask me that? No, what?
I'm leaving. I'm just leaving.
As
Okay.
soon as we get
Wow.
distracted by the mascot, he just runs away.
I mean, he's also got to be able to get out of the alley. It's complete.
Hold on. Let's see. Where's this map at? I need this map.
so, Blar, what were you saying about a mascot?
Okay, so I am going to. Am I able to scale to the top? Am I able to get into like the attic? And do we have windows in the attic?
Sure,
I think we
I'm sure
do.
there has to be a way to get to the rooftop.
So I'm gonna get to the rooftop, and I am going to go a house over, and then scale down into the north road.
Okay, I need you to make me a stealth check.
15.
Let's see, because you got to remember there is the Griffin Cavalry Rider.
Oh, guys, do literally flying in the air, right?
Yeah.
There's something the city has.
There's a police helicopter.
Yeah, they see you, and they
Oh,
swoop
no.
down, and it's just like,
Please get off the building.
return to your building. Nobody leaves until the investigation is concluded.
Yeah, I need to get some things for the restaurant.
They read it. They just looked at you, and this will be your last warning. Return to your building.
Whatever, and I'll just go back.
Okay.
I hate it here.
Like a sad teenager.
Yes,
Stoop.
Lord.
I am going to say, let's think of that mascot later. I'm gonna go outside and talk to them for a bit.
Oh, okay.
And, I'm gonna walk
okay.
out.
You're going to go talk to them. Is
And
that what you said?
the constable that was in here. I'm gonna look around for him. The one that, or the sergeant.
Okay, so you see the sergeant and the magister. They are together, still investigating. You see him questioning some other people.
I patiently wait until it's appropriate for me to approach.
Yeah, you find some time and you can go talk to him.
And I get up to them and I say, so me and a few of my friends, we had gotten in touch with the Grey Hands, and we're helping out alongside them. We're just kind of new, but is there anything that we could do to maybe help out around here?
Make me a persuasion check.
Persuasion. And that's a 16.
Oh, nice. Okay. I even reduced the DC because you used the Grey Hands thing. You got it without that. Nice. All right. So Barnabas looks at you and just, well, you at least seem to be more trustworthy than the others.
Well,
and he provides you with a list of names, a small list, like 4 people who may have seen something, and says, if you want to help out, you can talk to these people, but do not get in the way of the watch. Impeding on a crime scene can cost you.
we'll stay out of the way. But yeah, Sorry about the goat man there. He's not from around here. He's just learning everything for the first time for like what a town like where humans and stuff live. He's not around. He doesn't really know the customs.
Well, he hands you a scroll of the laws and just give him this then. Make sure he becomes very familiar with these at least.
Yep. So anyway, we're gonna be around here. I'll try to keep us together for if we're gonna be out here, so it's at least not a hassle for you to, because I'm sure you guys will still be watching, doing your business and such.
Okay.
And I go back to Dungino's and I say, "Do you guys want to help out? We could be investigators. Don't you want to know more of what's happening?"
We're gonna be investigators?
Yeah,
I don't even know what that word means.
it means
Karen, you speak our language, right?
well, to start out, the first thing we got to do to investigate is we talk to 4 people and we hear what they saw. Because we were inside when the explosion happened. Maybe they saw more.
You look over and Bill has fake glasses on and a detective hat and a notepad. I'm down. So oh, no. You look over. I forget what I am. You look over. I have a completely whole new look because I'm a changed.
You look like that guy from CSI Miami.
Yeah, I have like short hair. I have sunglasses on. I have like a detective hat. I have like a suit, like a pantsuit on.
Sunglasses.
Yeah, the sunglasses, and I have like I pulled out like a little notepad that I've kept my laws on. I'm like, let's go, and I've told none of them I'm a change.
What? Who is this man? Who are you?
What are you talking about?
Okay.
No, we gotta go.
What? No, you're not.
Yes, I
So-
am. I'm a detective.
Also,
Mm-hmm.
Kieran. So
Yes.
the sergeant guy, he said you should read these and make sure you follow the rules.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What is this? A pamphlet?
So I hand you a pamphlet and it's the code legal.
Mm-hmm. I look at it. I go, okay. Yeah, I know some of these words. And
I
throw it
know.
away.
I know this. It says magic. Okay.
All right, let's.
But wait, okay. So wait.
What?
So you're. I'm still confused. Who are you?
I'm Bill. What are you talking? Okay, I changed my face back to the other face that I normally use.
Whoa.
I'm like, okay, let's go.
Okay. So you are given 3 names that are in the area. There is
Okay.
Fala Lafalier, who is the owner of Corellan's Crown.
Fire.
There's Jezrin Hornraven, who was leaving the Tiger's Eye and when she witnessed it, so she's still in the area. And Martin Trek, a 12-year-old boy who was right in the area.
Okay.
So you guys can divide and conquer. You can visit them one by one. You could, however you want to proceed.
All right. So I think, kids always know the most. If I say we go bully this kid until he gives us what we need.
Yes, I pull out some rope.
Okay, that's a bit much, but
Let's go
First.
terrorize a 12-year-old. Let's do what every person wants to do in real life and terrorize a 12-year-old.
okay. So you guys go and find this 12-year-old boy,
Mhm.
and
to look intimidating because we know this is gonna be official. Kieran also casts disguise self on himself and looks like the constable from earlier.
oh Jesus, okay.
Wait,
Okay.
hold on.
Wait,
Before we make
is
any
that
moves,
all?
is that against the law?
Oh, it's
Hold on,
hardcore against the law.
That's
Hold on.
totally right on the code legal. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, as soon
What do
as
you
he does
mean?
it,
Oh, what's
like,
the
stop
code
him.
legal?
I'm like, hold on, listen, let's
so
do that. We just gave you the logs.
The what?
We just gave you the logs. You
I don't
can't do
remember
that.
Aaron,
this.
you have advantage on your next D20 roll.
Look, the gods are with me. This is the
Okay, so let me read to you this: assaulting or impersonating an official or noble, you get flogged and imprisonment up to a 10-day, plus a fine up to 500 dragons.
See, DM, I appreciate you worried about my self-being, but I feel like Kieran just.
Oh no, I'm not
is-
worrying about it. They were
Oh,
going to
okay.
read it off to you, so I'm just I've got it in front of me. So
That's what Peel reads to you, and she's like, if you want to, I'm just
Look,
telling you.
I'm using this so we can.
Okay. I'm sure it's fine. He wasn't just in this area, and they're not going to be confused that he left.
All right, I'll wait till we know there's no one else around. When we see the 12-year-old boy no one's around, then I'll do it. And then I'll okay.
I
okay,
like that plan.
I'll wait.
okay.
We're
So
thinking it.
you guys find the 12-year-old and you talk to him.
I heard the constable.
So you just spend a minute talking with him, and he's just, right after the explosion, I ducked behind a rain barrel, and I heard a pop, and then I found this, and he pulls up a necklace that has 2 beads on it and a broken clasp. And let's see. So he doesn't know what it is, but he said that he was hiding there when he heard the explosion, and it got dropped in there.
Peel plastic bag, and he's like, can you put this in here? It's evident.
He looks. I kind of wanted to keep it. You can make a persuasion or intimidation check to try and.
She's
As the constable, I will pick up the kid and slam him against the wall and say, "Give us the necklace."
Or are you gonna? Yeah, I know he intimidates. Roll your intimidation, then. You're gonna pick him up and throw him against the wall.
Yeah, as the constable, I look like the constable. Okay, I get advantage on this. Okay, that was a natural 18 right there.
Yeah, you only needed an 8.
Yeah, the next one's a 3. So in total, with a natural 18, that is a 22 intimidation.
He shits his pants.
He does, and he gives it to you, and then he runs off screaming and crying.
All right. When he's gone, I turn back into Kieran. I go, all right, look, this is going great.
Going great. We got a necklace that's broken. Oh, put it in the back. And I hold up.
Okay. Well, we should be more. We should be cops more often. I feel like I could just do whatever I want, and the laws don't apply to me. I should just do this all the time.
Why don't we start this?
Anyone, Joel and Kieran, make me an Arcana check.
Oh, okay.
This is what I'm bad at.
I rolled really well, but it's a -1, so it's 16.
I rolled really crap. It's a 7.
Okay. So, Kieran, you actually have an idea of what this is.
Oh shit, guys! I'm having a moment.
You see those fiery red beads, and you immediately get the sense that this is probably what caused that explosion, because you feel the magic emanating from it.
Oh my god, guys!
It is a necklace of fireballs.
Guys, call me crazy, but I think this was the weapon.
Yeah,
You know what?
and if we
I would
submit
call
that
you
as
crazy
evidence,
for a lot of things, but not this. I think you're right about this.
Okay.
what do you say we keep it?
How does it even work? How do you even use this? Do you just wear it and turn into a fireball?
Let's not try it. Let's put it in the bag. It is. We need to check it out later.
Fine. Okay.
We have more people to talk to.
Okay. So, do you want to head to Jezrin or follow?
I'm gonna go to Fala or Jizra.
Following you.
Fala.
Okay, so
Okay.
On your way to Corellin's Crown, you encounter a merchant you've never seen before in the alleyways.
What the fuck?
And he looks at you and just, hello.
Hello.
Care
Hello,
to purchase
sir.
some magical items?
Ooh, what kind?
Wait, you're not around from here. You're new to this neighborhood.
No, you're correct.
You're
I
not
am not
around
around
from
from here.
No,
I'm
Sir,
simply here.
do you know what this is, sir? And I show him the necklace.
He just So you can't really make out any details of this man. He's cloaked, he's hunched over, he's got his hood up, but he just leans in, and you see him like pull off a pair of glasses, clean them real quick, and put them back, and just, oh yes, this is a necklace of fireballs.
I look at the group and I go, guys, I think this is the guy. This is the culprit. He's not from around here. He just shows up and he knows what the murder weapon is.
He knew what it was.
This has got to be him.
He opens.
back up.
You understand that you saw what was going on in the alley there when there was the explosion. Could you tell us what you saw?
Oh no, I didn't see anything. I was back here.
He's
Did
happened
anyone
not to
run-
see.
And he opens
Did
up.
anyone run through?
Hold up.
LD, you're pretty cozy with the guards. Isn't that kind of suspicious?
I don't think LD's here.
I think I am here. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you're all together.
I thought he went to go talk to people.
So you
We're
guys,
like,
you
"What's
guys
going
are
on?"
questioning him, and he's just, I am no more than a traveling merchant. I have unusual wares, and I keep to myself.
Let me see your wares then.
I think we should jump him. I think we should. This is the guy. I think we bring him in.
No.
He opens,
I think-
so he moves and opens up his one side of his cloak, kind of like the Resident
it's a flasher!
Evil 4 guy, and he's got all sorts of different items hanging off the inside of his cloak, and just see magical items of various powers.
What do some of these items do?
Yeah, what do you have for sale? Can you give me a description of some of your items I may be looking to buy?
Oh, you had no money.
Yeah, we're in the 30.
So as you're looking, he describes a couple different things. You see a gold coin hanging. You see.
Hold on, he's gonna sell us money for money?
It doesn't look like money, I'll say that. You see some daggers. For some reason, you see a stick in there.
Oh, there's a stick?
There's a stick.
Buell asked about the stick.
He looks. He's. It's quite cheap. I'm not even sure what it does. So.
Oh, how much is
Um.
it? I mean, play it cool. How much do you think it is? Like, if it's, not anything great.
I would say it's about 3 silver, or what do they call it? Shards? Is that right? Shards?
She hands him the money.
Okay.
She pulls out.
What?
I'm gonna lean over to Blard. This guy doesn't even know what kind of money we use here.
I already know he's not. There you go, sir.
I mean, he's made it clear he's not from here, so.
Oh. Oops.
Okay, so you get a stick. It's a custom item. I'll put it in your inventory later.
Okay, you said technically this is silver. Right?
Yes, yeah, it is silver.
How many silver make up a dragon? 9? 10?
10.
And
He goes, this coin has an ability to change your outcome. So
Wow.
how much does it
think
cost?
of it like heads or tails. You call it out, and if you succeed, whatever you're trying to do is an immediate success, whereas if you call it wrong, it's an immediate failure. Something like this. I'd say about 10 gold, 10 gold, 10 dragons.
I reach into my pocket and I go, oh darn, I already invested all my gold.
Quite a shame.
I don't even know how much gold I have. I think I
Wait,
put
what-
everything.
Or she says that she was happily staring at her stick.
I have 250 copper.
Why so much
I have
copper?
82. I have 80. I don't know. I have 250 copper. I have 82
right,
silver.
because you found the copper and stuff. Okay, that's right.
I have 82 silver. I have that. Like that do something.
Hold on, 1 second. Gonna pull some stuff up here. Do you just say out loud how much you have?
Yep.
Okay.
It's very curious.
Yeah, it sounds
Here?
that tracks. Well, let's see. For what I have, I would say you could get something at least. So I need you to cooperate with me.
Never.
You bastard.
My dark dad.
All the lies are
He looks at you and just, well, what are you looking for exactly? Do you want a magical item? You want just an item? Do you want a weapon?
Oh, I don't even know. I mean, I don't really fight. I try to run away from all fights.
Something to help you run away.
Yeah, possibly, maybe. I don't know. Maybe something that, can well, I'll tell you what, I have this really tattered and I put in my tunic that I found in the sewers. This is really kind of a messy thing, and I kind of want to like fit in and look better than like everyone else does. Do you have anything like a shirt or something, like maybe something green?
Something green. Okay. Shit, what do they call this? There's a certain item, I can't remember what the hell it's called though. Let me look in the inventory. Let's see. So I'll find it. Oh, okay. So he looks at you and just, yes, actually, yes, I do have something that'll fit. It'll even stay fresh and clean no matter what you do to it.
Oh.
So you'll always look your best.
Oh. Well, that's pretty cool. How much do you want for it? I got 82 silver and 250 copper.
Do 15 silver shards.
Okay. I give him I give him 16 silver shards because I can't count.
Okay. He just looks at you guys and goes, Will that conclude our business?
I'm pretty happy.
Okay.
Anyone else want anything? Anything else, Darian? He's had weapons. I know you like to stab things.
Yeah, I'm broke.
Oh.
I'm gonna ask him if he planned on coming to our restaurant.
Oh, you have a restaurant.
Yes. Right behind us is Dungino's, right across the alley, and we saw you in the area, and was just wondering why else you would be here.
Just passing through. But if there's a restaurant there, maybe I'll check it out.
Just passing through an alley for no reason?
Do people not walk through alleys here?
Only to come to Dungino's, but you clearly didn't know about it.
It's the only reason people walk through it. I used to live in an alley. I didn't even know about Dungino's.
Shut up, you.
Okay, so with that, he's going to walk off.
Oh, bye, good sir.
Have a wonderful day. Enjoy your steak. And he's gone.
Let's
Thank you.
let's go see Jezrin.
Okay.
What do we get, by the way? What do we have?
I got a stick.
She's got a stick that I have not identified.
Oh.
I kind of just pulled that out of my ass. I'll make it do something soon.
Your ass or the stick?
Yes.
Oh.
You have armor. It's basically the armor of gleaming, but we're just gonna say it's the clothing of gleaming.
Oh.
So you have a green tunic that will never get dirty.
Hey, does that mean you never have to take a shower?
No, he still has to shower. The clothing just never
I don't
gets
think
dirty.
you have to shower.
What's a shower?
He's one step ahead of you. All right.
I didn't think he was
So you guys were on your way to Fala.
Yes.
And so you get there and you talk to her for a few minutes. And she says, I was watering my plants in the greenhouse on the second floor of my shop when the blast blew out some of my windows. Luckily, I wasn't injured. But through the smoke, though, I saw a cloaked man take something from the body of a dead gnome and then start limping away. He was badly burned and casting glances over his shoulders like he was afraid he was being followed. He went towards the bent nail.
The bent nail, you say?
Did he look freshly burned?
Yeah, it looks like he was probably in the got caught up in the blast.
And what did you say he might have taken? You couldn't see?
Almost like he didn't know exactly how to use a fireball since he used a necklace of fireballs.
Yeah, she couldn't see what he took.
And how could you, where were you standing whenever this place, how could you see him again?
What was the point of asking me earlier if you're not going to listen? I was up in my greenhouse.
Oh, why are you getting so defensive now? Can your greenhouse just see all of the city? How far away are we? How far away are we from our...
You guys are in the same area. You can't leave the alley.
She's full detective mode. So you just happen to be in the greenhouse the moment that this accident.
The greenhouse is on the second floor. This is an herbalist shop. I have a greenhouse.
Yeah? So does that mean that you don't like that Dungino's has been getting a lot of attention lately? Is it drawing business away from your store, or are you getting more business?
Wait,
You understand my business and yours do not conflict, right? I sell herbs and potions. You sell food and beer.
Don't make her mad. She sells us oregano. It's really good. Like don't. We get all our oregano from here.
Yeah, she's like, I have a deal with this one for oregano.
I'm just saying when people are spending all their money at our place, I don't know if I'm just wondering how business is treated.
You understand if your business is affected by someone dropping a fireball, all of ours will be. Nobody's gonna want to come here because it'll be dangerous.
Right. No.
To drop on your doorstep.
That's exactly why we're gonna solve your problem and our problem and figure this
Yes, you
out.
should be nicer to us because we're solving your problem too.
So we are going to go check out this bent nail place. Thank you for the
Follow
information.
looks over at you, Karen, and says, I like you, but she is no longer welcome.
Oh, okay. By the way, did you see outside the constable throw some 12-year-old into a wall?
No. What?
Crazy. You didn't see that?
I think you should start the rumor though. Because
Yeah,
that's
what kind of a dickhead just throws children to walls like that?
Wow.
I also heard he's had trouble with his wife because he has eaten. So like maybe he's just having a lot of stuff.
Yeah, what a horrible guy. Anyway, thank you. We'll leave you alone now.
Bye, have a good day.
Oh,
No.
Jesus Christ. Okay. So you make your way.
I don't even know what to say.
I don't either.
I'm lost.
Blaird bites his tongue.
It's the good cop, bad cop routine. Do y'all not get it?
So you guys make your way to the Tiger's Eye to talk to Jezra. What's her name? Jezreen. And on your way, you see a older centaur lady with a cart that just says tamales.
Curious,
What?
one of you.
What? That? Hold on. Wait a minute. That is not. What do you mean?
Are y'all not the same thing? I say that.
I point at my legs.
Now we know
Like, where's
Biol is
her legs?
racist.
What do you mean? She has 2 extra legs than I do.
She's like, I just thought maybe it was like a different like.
Wow.
I'm gonna do my best to honor Ordani's character here. But
Oh.
yeah, it's Senorita Maria.
I'm going to well, Kieran would be like, well, see, that's a centaur, and those are my kind of people. They do come from where I come from, though. Like that's I do see some.
So now you're getting all up loose. Now you're.
I'll handle. We're not the same thing now. Maybe you should stand over here after the oregano bit. You should stand over here. I will handle this. I will.
I want some tamales. Wait a second. I have the money. Do we not want?
I will approach her in Sylvan and say hello.
Oh, hello,
fellow centaur.
Sounds like English.
I thought you said you weren't the same thing. What do you mean,
No, I'm speaking Sylvan. You don't know.
No, I cast understand language.
No, you gotta do that.
No, I'm casting it.
You have magic?
I cast comprehend language.
she is a bard.
I'm so angry. I'm so angry at the fact that he's speaking in a language I don't know that I cast, and then I go,
Okay.
"You're both the same thing."
Don't listen to this one. She's very racist. I'm questioning my friends now. I'm questioning who I decide.
What are you talking about?
Okay, so in the spirit of Ordani's character, she looks at you and you say that just, oh, hello, mijo. Would you like a tamale?
I don't know. I don't know what the hell a tamale is, but I'll take one.
Oh, okay. It'll be 1 copper.
Okay.
Don't eat the wrapper.
I give her. Ooh, I rolled really high on this. I give her 18 copper because I don't know how to count.
Blard, Eldarin, do you want tamales?
So she hands
What's
you.
a tamale?
She takes the 1 copper and hands you back the 17 and a tamale. And just says,
Oh.
Says you gave her too much.
Oh, okay.
And she reminds you, do not eat the husk. That is wrapping it.
I come back. I said, this is a tamale. I don't know what it is. She said, don't eat the husk. I don't know which part's the husk.
What's a tamale?
Hold on, I'll go get it
This.
over and I buy 3 more tamales.
Okay. Yeah,
I
tamales.
go back and I hand everybody.
Tamales are only a copper a piece.
How many coppers is in a silver?
10.
10.
Easy. Math. Okay, I hand everybody a tamale. Except for the one that happened. And we all eat tamales together.
I am eating some tamale. I'm like, man, this is really chewy. Like, I don't know. This kind of like has a weird texture.
You're not supposed to eat the husk.
What husk? I don't know what that is.
Is this corn? Are you supposed to eat the husk of corn?
No, you don't eat husk of corn.
What's corn?
Wait.
I feel like Kieran would know what corn is. Corn is a universal crop. Come on now.
Corn doesn't grow in the forest. We have berries and...
You do live in the forest. You said earlier.
I'm not speaking to you. I'm speaking to the omnipotent God that's in my head.
This man's a liar, a crook, and a cheat. I bet he's not even a satyr.
He's trying to play like he's the good
I bet
one
he's
of
just
us.
a human in a satyr outfit.
What's a satyr?
Okay.
Take off your legs. They're fake.
Suddenly, all of you have just have a come to Jesus moment as characters and just see a bunch of people around screens rolling dice. Talk about an existential crisis.
I'm having an existential crisis.
Am I even real?
So colorful.
Anyway, so these tamales don't do anything for you other than make you just feel real good. And
these don't really do anything for me. I mean, it makes me feel better, but I don't want to do anything for me.
Do I? Any chance I heal my rolled ankle damage?
Yeah, we'll say your ankle's fine.
By the magic of Abuela's cooking, you are now healed.
Yeah,
You're
we'll
now
give you.
healed.
We'll give
Home
you
is where the heart's at.
We'll give you
I
your
eat
2
my
HP
tamale.
back.
Tamales are.
Okay, so you guys continue on to Jezrin. So she looks at you and just while you're talking, she just sighs a little bit and says,
We didn't buy Jezrin one.
Yeah, how dare you? She was saying when you asked her what she was doing there and whatnot, she said she was having Vincent Trench, who is the owner of the Tiger's Eye, spy on her philandering husband. The Tiger's Eye is a private detective. So.
Oh, okay.
But
is the detective a tabaxi?
Probably.
It better be.
So she tells you, I tell you, it wasn't a man, more like a puppet shaped like a man. a puppet without strings. It was on the rooftop and hurled something to the crowd below that caused the explosion. I saw those halflings burned alive.
Oh shit.
So basically she saw something hurl a bead from the rooftop and flee, which connects the little boy that you traumatized story.
Yeah.
I already talked about the constable did that.
They obviously. How did he hurl a necklace so far?
It's
I don't
from
know.
the roof.
Oh.
Wait, what did he say?
He said they attacked from the roof.
Yeah, that's what we just heard.
Okay,
Yeah.
so while questioning like about the puppet, she says that it bears a striking similarity to the automatons that sometimes march, in the Day of Wonders parade. And any of those of you who have lived here in Waterdeep will know that the Day of Wonders parade is something that goes on during the fall season. It is sponsored by the local temple of Gond, so you could potentially visit there if you want to do questioning.
So we have to head that.
You had also said that one of them ran by the bent nail, or ran into the bent
Yes.
nail.
Towards the bent.
Towards the bent nail.
Yeah,
Towards
towards
the
the bent nail.
I think we should go towards the bent nail.
Wait,
They
how
also
many?
said
how
there's
many did
these. What?
How many people did she see? I thought she just saw one.
Well, there was two different incidents. If I'm remembering this correctly, I mix up things. There's one that ran by the bent nail, but then there's also a automaton puppet like thing that was on top of a roof.
Okay. She just.
They both ran. The puppet is what threw the fireball.
Right. And
Did you see where he went after the roof?
No. I would check with the Temple of God. They're the ones who sponsor the parade, and if anything, they might know.
You did say that. I remember.
Learning so many new words today.
It's not learning if you don't know it.
So, let's go to the bent nail.
Okay. Isn't that where that one halfling went and burned? Or gnome?
No,
Oh.
the gnome was out here in the street.
Oh, okay.
And I run along over towards the bent nail.
Oh.
And give it a knock.
I follow.
Here,
Okay.
find him. Half
So-
joking.
I'm just going to speed this up. You do not get any information other than nobody went in.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Kind of crooked.
I mean,
Rude.
And there's nobody in there that looks like they have like a snake tattoo on their neck or anything like that.
no.
Okay.
All right.
This-
Well, I guess to go to the temple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we even leave the alley? Is the temple in the alley?
I don't think it is actually.
Oh shit. Well, how the fuck do we get there?
All right. So about this
You have to wait.
about this time, you see the City Watch are taking the corpses out towards. Well, you ask about it. They're taking it to a morgue and clerics.
Plot armor.
So,
With the right one.
clerics have come in and you see them casting spells on it. They're casting Gentle Repose, which will keep it from decaying and they're not able to become undead. To preserve them.
Okay.
And this says here, any character who has renown 1 or higher in certain factions can petition their faction representative to hire a cleric to cast Speak with Dead on one or more of the dead.
Do we have renown?
Yes.
Do we get renown? for
Yes, you
doing
do
the-
have a single renown.
Then we should do that. I've never seen someone cast Speak with the Dead before. Is
Same.
everybody on board, or do we not want to?
I'm very lost with the whole automaton thing, so I'm just gonna trust your judgment in this.
And do we want to cast talk to the dead to speak to the people that are dead to see what they see? So
Hell yeah.
That sounds very dangerous. Let's do it.
Okay.
okay.
So you guys petition your faction to bring in a cleric, and they do, and they say you only get one. So choose wisely who you question.
The gnome.
We should choose the gnome, right?
Okay.
The gnome.
All right.
Ask
So
him if I can have his jewels.
Well, since he was hit, like, wait, does he look like he's like the most? Who looks the most burned?
I don't think the most burned is the best question to ask
Who
there.
looks like they were the closest to the point of end?
I think we go for the gnome.
Okay.
Since the gnome was the one outside of our doorstep, and the gnome was the
And
one
they're
that
all kind
they
of
saw,
family,
but they also took things off the
My
gnome.
thinking is if he was, I don't know. My
I
thinking,
think it was the gnome.
whatever you want to do, buddy.
I second the gnome.
Okay. So you do that. You cast Speak with the Dead. Well, the cleric does. So you are now able to speak with it. What question what would you like to ask it?
Do we only get one?
This is the only corpse you can question.
But we can question as much as we want.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Can I have his jewels?
Okay.
Who killed you?
I don't know.
Wow.
Why would somebody want to kill you?
Well, I had in my possession a artifact that would help find the dragon cache.
What do you
I
mean?
look shocked once I hear Dragon Cache.
Wasn't that what? Are these the same people who captured what's his face, Floon and stuff because they thought he had a dragon cache? And the people with the snake tattoo, or he knew about it?
So wait, what item is supposed to help us find this dragons?
I took what's called the Stone of Galore from.
Does any of us
From
know
the-
what that is?
No, you wouldn't. You would have no idea. And he continues and says that he took it from the lair of Xanathar in a dungeon deep below the city.
Did you?
So the
steal it?
Xanathar guild killed you.
Did you steal it?
Well, remember you saw Zentarim behind him, so
Oh.
he just says, "Yes, I stole it. I worked for the prior lord of Waterdeep. The Galt Neverember, who should still be the Open Lord. I was a spy for him. I was on my...
Isn't it that one guy's dad?
Yes. He says, I was on my way to you with this item after talking... Renair said it would probably be safe with you until I evaded my pursuers. That's...
Guys, so you're the guy who steals, like we are. Then you got hit by the people who hate you.
Yeah, I was on my way to you. And then...
You don't know who, like, not even like what... Like what?
I wasn't...
People...
I didn't get a chance to see who was pursuing me. I was just trying to make it alive.
And what were you planning to do with the Stone of Galore?
Well, I was going to house it with you, hopefully, and then evade my pursuers, and once I was safe, come to retrieve it.
Why do you think the other people want it? Why do you think people want to find the dragon? They can be rich.
I mean, that's why everybody wants the dragon cache.
So why are you trying to protect it?
That's all. The only information he has that he is willing to divulge.
Can I have your jewels?
Do you think Rainier would know anything more about this?
Maybe.
Just one more question.
And he says yes to you, Kieran.
Yeah, where are they?
Probably in his pocket.
Oh, I take them.
Okay, that's 5 jewels worth 100.
Yeah.
You stole that man's jewels again?
These are now my jewels.
I think that we should split those jewels because
No, I asked him. He said they're mine. This is a pretty full sack you have here, Rock Gnome. It's so sad that you died.
You know,
but
this is
you
gonna
can,
go straight to our. This is gonna go to our paying off the debt, right? Come on, we're so close. And then all the money.
They know that we're investigating this body. They know the jewels are here. We already had an encounter with them.
The
You take
cleric
those
is
jewels-
right there with you. They cast speak
If
with
you
dead.
take those jewels,
Yeah, but no,
they're
but
gonna
they-
come
but
back
no, but
to
they
us
heard.
tomorrow morning, and they're
No,
gonna
they
come and
heard.
arrest you.
they know because
Said
we can
yes.
speak to the dead, and he said we could have them.
Oh.
They heard. It's okay.
Yeah, they're not stealing.
cool.
He said we could have them.
It's not if it's not stealing, then
Yeah.
I love how Blard is the voice of reason, or trying
Like
to be.
Blard. I feel like
Buddies?
Blard got very like big and angry, like the most terrifying to see him. They go, but they said it's okay. Oh.
Oh, okay.
And Kira,
Karen's like half putting it back, and we're like, no, don't do it. They said.
All right. Well. Yeah, I feel like or Floon, because isn't Floon the rumor is that Floon's dad, right? Floon's dad is the one that put away, or no, Raynar. Raynar's dad. That's right. Floon was one captured because they thought he was Raynar. There we go.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember who got who.
Oh, wait, no, I thought Raynar was the son. Was the
No,
guy?
Yeah, Raynar's the son, but Floon was the one we had to say
No.
because he got kidnapped because they thought Floon was Raynar.
No, we were calling. No,
Because
Raynar was.
Raynar went with us to save Floon.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Raynar's Ray, friend.
so this corpse here that's laying down, it's speaking and stuff, and it's stopped at this point. But I ask it. So one more question: If you have you been to Dungino's, and would you rate their service as
Oh, yeah, that would be great.
satisfactory or great?
I hadn't even
Yeah, I
made it.
think we're gonna.
He just. I haven't even made it through the door. So far, I'd say it's not great since I exploded, and now you're asking me if I've been there.
Okay, can we cancel Speak to the Dead now? I say that really.
As you say that, he's
Hang
like,
up, hang up.
as you say that, he's just like, I'm writing a bad Yelp review, and gets cut off
No,
right there.
cancel it.
All right, so it sounds like we should go find Ray.
So you can either go find him, or you can go to the Temple of Gond.
Oh, that's right. Because I think we go Temple of Gone because if this
Yeah, let's
guy
get after
is the
him.
one
Let's get
hurting people,
after
he
him.
might be on the run. Yeah, he might be on the run and want to catch him as soon as possible.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, he's not going to be hurting anyone else. Probably, he's probably going back to his base of operations.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Let's go find him. Let's go to Temple of Gone. And you said that's outside the. So is the alley? So I can remember. So they said they have loosened the alley, or is the alley still in lockdown?
You're free to leave now.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, yeah. So we'll go to Temple of Gone.
To the temple.
Okay.
To the temple.
Temple.
So you find your way to the temple, and the House of Inspired Hands looks like a cross between a temple and workshop. The symbol of Gond, a toothed cog with 4 spokes, is displayed prominently. You see the silhouette of a humanoid shape perching on the rooftop. It extends an arm, releasing a tiny metal sparrow into the sky. The bird does a
Here.
few loops in the air and then veers right towards you.
I try to catch it.
Okay, so let's see. Actually, I hate to say this, you got to roll initiative right now.
Wait, what? We're being
Oh, yeah.
attacked.
You're being attacked.
What?
I mean,
It's because of the
Hey.
family rules.
I'm gonna roll it on D&D.
Kieran rolled a 14.
Eldarian rolled a 22.
Non-nat 20.
Lard got a 20.
Tracker here, because this is not being done on Beyond.
Heard.
My dry erase marker go.
We got this into the thick of it.
Into the thick of it. Boom.
I need to organize. Find shit.
Bingo bongo.
Basically. Okay. Oh, Lard is Karen, what's
I got
yours?
it. 20.
Karen? Karen?
14. I remember.
Okay. And what is yours, Eldarian?
22.
Oh.
Wow, this man go
I
fast.
rolled an 18 and I have a +4.
Jesus.
Go off.
Okay. So this little mechanical sparrow is flying at you. It is 60 feet away from you. It's up in the air.
Okay.
Eldarian, is your turn.
Well, shit. I don't have a bow, so I guess I'm gonna throw a dagger at it.
Okay.
No.
I believe that's with disadvantage because you're at max range.
I am at max range, yes.
All right, so roll that attack with disadvantage, please.
Yeah, that's a 10.
Yeah, that misses. Your dagger has flung off. Bjorn,
Try, good try.
it is your turn.
Let's go,
Bjorn.
Bjorn. You got this.
Died a little bit.
Rad.
Bill is going to take out her short. No.
Her short no?
Wait.
What exactly is a short no? Just no.
Come on.
Yep.
Do it.
Shuts down people super fast.
And let me
does
get out
about
my long no. No.
Yeah, the short no does about 4 points of psychic damage.
How much does the
No.
long no do?
Depending on the context, from 0 to 12.
How threatening does this bird look right now?
It's coming. It's coming at you guys.
But does it look scary at? Like, does
It's
it
a
look like it's coming?
It's a mechanical bird.
Yeah, but like,
Is it like giant? Is it big?
does it look like it? Is it being controlled by somebody?
It's coming at us. It's squawking. Squawk! Dungino's is subpar pizza and horrible draft beer. Squawk!
Yeah, there you go. It's trying to do some psychic damage to you.
All right, I pull out my short bow.
The
Okay.
jokes
Again,
are mediocre at best. They don't even know how to say a punchline.
I'm gonna roll on D&D Beyond. Yeah, it may suck. Oh, that's my short sword. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. That's the wrong one. Well, I guess it's
She's throwing her sword.
it's a +5. I only got a 10.
10?
Okay.
10 misses.
Oh, well.
You try. You try.
Kieran.
As soon as it fires and it misses, I'm like, oh, I think I need to recalibrate.
Kieran, as a bonus action, because I can do this, we might as well.
What's your main action? You haven't done that.
Probably the same things as everyone else.
Uh,
Well, you know what?
okay,
This ain't actually. You know what? I don't think this is worth it. I think we should say this for now. Never mind. I'm not gonna do that. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna throw a dagger at it.
It's just a little
I'm
bird.
also, I'm also gonna throw a dagger at this bird.
I feel like this is just us practice.
You're gonna do what now?
You
Sorry.
throwing a dagger at the
Do it.
bird.
Throw that dagger.
I rolled a 13 plus 5 for an 18.
Oh,
Well, hold on. You are at disadvantage. You're at max range.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, let me
uh-oh.
roll again. That is 11 plus 5 for a 16.
That hits.
Hey.
You don't need to roll damage.
Oh.
You
It's
destroy it.
down.
It had a whopping 1
Man, the
HP.
murder.
Since combat's over, I'm going to tell you right now, it had, no matter what, it's either you guys killed it or it killed itself kamikazing you.
Oh, like is it crashing
Yeah,
to us?
Yeah,
That's why I was scared that it was gonna blow up on us.
No, it wasn't going to blow up, but it was going to definitely ram you and fall apart.
It
Would
would
it
have
have hurted?
a little bit.
Yeah. Only got 1 HP.
But how much would it have hurt us?
Enough that we cried.
Yeah, exactly. Enough that you would cry.
Enough that it would suck if we got into combat.
All right, so you
Good that it didn't hit
you
it.
deal with the bird and you see the figure from the roof dip into the attic. Or it looks like they.
How
let me
far
phrase
is this
that.
figure?
It looks like it goes into a hatch. Oh, it's on the rooftop.
Like, how far up is that though? Like, how far would you say is the range?
Over 60 feet.
Okay, how much over 60 feet?
What are you trying to do?
I'm gonna cast sleep on him.
What's the range on that?
90 feet.
Oh, pretty big range.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm gonna cast sleep on the stranger. Okay, I gotta roll 5d8s. Now we'll target on him. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5. Okay, that's exactly 5. Wow. So that is a total of 3, 6, 9, 14, 15, 21 HP.
Nope. Does not affect them.
Ah.
That means we know he has more than 21 HP, though, if we fight him.
I mean, they could have 22, could have 100. You don't know.
That's what I mean.
Well, I tried. I tried.
So as you destroy that bird, we're going to retroactively do this. You get showered in coin. Don't know why.
Whoa.
Just roll with it. No questions asked.
How many coins?
You're gonna find 1 dragon and like 12 silver shards.
I was gonna say, oh, they're all Electrum. We don't want this.
Good. Into the money to pay off our debt.
All right. Oh yeah, I'll write that down. So 1 dragon and 12 silver shards. That's a lot. I was gonna say 2 dragons and 2 silver shards.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
So
I just want to make sure I'm on the same page. We're at the Temple of Gond, and this is on the roof of the Temple of Gond.
Yeah, you see the figure was on the roof and deployed that mechanical bird at you.
Yes. And we are on the ground.
Mm-hmm. I tried to put him to sleep, but I failed.
Let's chase.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run into the building and say,
There's a fire.
There's a criminal on your roof. We're here to help. How do we get upstairs? Where's the staircase?
Okay, so you enter and it is it's a busy place. And you see the main hall of the temple has 24 marble pedestals, each bear a invention or model or some kind of creation. And amongst it all, several things stand out to you. You see a 4-foot tall working model of a clock tower that rings every hour.
Mm-hmm.
A wooden flying machine that has wings that flap and becomes airborne. So Da Vinci's here.
Oh.
A miniature model of a mechanical dragon turtle. A helmet that has small arms on it. And a miniature model of a submarine shaped like a manta ray. Okay, so now you run in screaming that, and you are approached by a bronze dragonborn in priest garments. And she approaches you and asks you what's going on. Like, what are you screaming about? What's going on?
There's a criminal on your roof. We need to be escorted there immediately. We're here to help. They're evading police currently. We're helping.
I made myself look like the constable, and I yell out, "Oh no! A criminal is evading us!"
So you make yourself look like the constable in there?
Yeah, and I yell that, "Oh no! A criminal is evading us!"
So the priest introduces herself before you do that as Valletta, and then she sees you do that and just like, I'm gonna have to ask that you don't do that. But I'm guessing you're not from here, but if you get caught, you're gonna get hit with 2 different charges.
Ma'am, I don't know what you're saying. I am the law. I am trying to catch a criminal who has evaded me.
As he says this, I'm like, I'm so sorry. He hit his head earlier, and I think it's really messed up his memory at times.
I slowly turn around.
She just looks at you and goes, impersonation and using magic to influence citizens unwillingly. That's jail time and a hefty fine.
We know. I pull out my law book. I'm like, we know the laws. He's not here, and he's just really hurt. Don't.
Why am I supposed to carry books of the law? Who does that? Who just carries? I don't carry a book of laws of the United States on me all
It's not a book. It's a scroll.
Or a scroll. I don't care.
Waterdeep is
Just
very
ready,
big on its
okay?
rules. They will do
Please
anything. They will do
ignore
everything they can
our,
to extort you and get money from you.
He's
Please
very
ignore our
simple.
friend, but there really is a criminal on your roof, and every second that we waste is a second they could be running away.
Okay, so we'll get back to that now. She stops. Oh, you saw someone. Oh, that must be Nim, our nimble, right? That we got from the temple of. She was gifted to us by some wizard.
You know this wizard.
What happened?
What?
What did Nim do?
One of your automatons came into the back alley, into Troll Skull Alley, and there was it used a necklace of fireballs to hurt many people, and then made off with something, an object.
Well, okay, hold on. You don't know that was the creature that did it, or the automaton that did it, but you say that she attacked you guys with that, and she sighs and just, all right, follow me. And you explain what's going on during the travel, and she says, I don't think that Nim would do that, but come. She leads you up a spiral staircase into the attic, but she notices that there's a new lock on the door, and she goes, I've never seen this before. This is new.
But you've never seen a lock on your own door before?
But no,
You don't have a key to it, then it's
this lock was not here before.
This is
I
evidence.
did not. That means she put this lock, or Nim put this lock on here. I don't know if Nim's I don't know what.
Oh, you know it.
Yeah, I
Is
don't.
it okay if we break this lock?
Well, you're not gonna be able to
can
break the
lockpick
lock.
it.
You if you know the knock spell, yeah, you could do that. If you can pick the lock,
can
you may
lockpick
try, but do not, under any circumstance, break down the door.
Why can we not break down the door?
I'm gonna lock pick it.
She looks at you. Would you like it if I came into your place and broke down your door?
Well, I mean, when someone attacks us, don't we have the right to break down the door? But how would you like
No.
it if I came?
I'm gonna start lock picking it.
Okay. Make me
What if I'm the law?
make me a dexterity check.
I'm looking through the laws to see if there's a law that goes against what happened.
Damaging property.
No.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Assaulting a citizen. I point to it. I'm like, this is what's happened here.
Okay, but
okay?
you are not the law.
I'm the law.
You
I
are
can
not
buy
the
this.
law. We can get the
Actually-
I
law
can get
here
the
to
law.
take
Do you
care
want me
of
to go
that.
get the
Yes,
law?
that's fine. But if you destroy my property, the law will be called on you as well.
Okay, I go to find the law.
Okay.
How do you-
Take a look.
Biol, you have a plus
Yeah.
5 to initiative and cannot be surprised while conscious for the remainder of this session.
Yes. Okay,
Okay, sorry.
I have to use the logins.
If I'm doing the dex check, does that automatically add my proficiency bonus, or do I add it after the roll?
You will.
Because I have thieves' tools.
You go ahead and add your proficiency bonus.
Okay, with my bonus, I got a 12 for my dex check.
Ooh, that is not gonna do it. You try and you're going at it and you slip or something, slam real quick, and you end up taking a point of damage as you slam your finger into the door.
My
Wait, I
fingies.
have an idea. Wait.
He'll never steal again.
My fingies.
You just hear in a gruff voice, my fingies.
So what was it you gonna try, Bill?
How strong does the door look?
What?
No, hold on. Just hear me out. How strong does the door look?
It's a door, so it
So, like,
doesn't.
I have a spell. So, would it be possible if I put a hole in the door to open it from the other side?
You said
and then
you have mend.
I have mend. Yeah, I've had it since.
You will have to make a convincing argument to Valletta.
Okay. I started to tell her what my idea is. I'm like, listen, I got this spell. It's great. I don't know how I got it, but I was able to fix Dungino. Right now. So I think I can put a hole in this door, unlock it from the other side, and I'll mend it back up.
Okay.
And if not, if it
Okay.
doesn't happen, I'll forget about the assault. And
Make me a persuasion roll.
oh,
Wow, you're good at this stuff, right? Right.
okay. I lost my dice though. Hold on. There it is.
Is this your thing?
I got a 13 in persuasion.
Okay.
Pretty good.
She's just okay, but if you do not fix it, there will be
Um,
consequences.
If I don't fix it, then I'll forget about your assault. Okay. Who's the strongest out of all of us? Who thinks they can punch a hole through this door?
Not me.
I'm pretty weak.
Kieran in the screen, when I saw the 4 people sitting around screens rolling dice, I saw that I had a +2 my strength, so that's what I have.
I have a +1.
Do you think you could be strong enough to punch just a hole through the door?
Well, let me, DM, hear me out. I, as a satyr, can do a mirthful leap, which means I probably have like very powerful legs, right? So
Don't you also
do
have
think
a ram, some form of ram
Well,
attack?
I do, but I feel like a ram would be like the whole door goes
Too
with me.
much?
I feel like I could try to, like, is there possible for you to try to like kick a hole into the door?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I like that. I'll give you advantage on an attack on that attack.
Okay, so I'm gonna make an arm strike. This is my leg. It's basically my mirthful leap. I'm using my mirthful leap to make an arm strike to make a hole. That's a natural 20, baby.
Okay.
I rolled a 2 to natural 20.
Bullet hoof.
Hey!
Okay. Yeah, you did it. You put a hole big enough for Bill to get her hand in there.
Okay, I get my hand in and I jiggle. Am I able to just unlock it?
Yeah.
together?
Yep.
I do that and then I mend it back up after we open.
Okay, so you do that and you enter, and as you do, Valletta says she does not speak common. She understands it, but she cannot speak it, just so you know.
What does she speak?
What does she speak?
Does she speak thieves' can't? We all know that.
What about goblin?
Can she nod her head yes and no?
Sylvan.
Well, let's try this. What about draconic?
Don't you have a spell? You can understand people what they say.
I can. That's why I'm asking what she speaks.
Okay,
Does she
so she doesn't she's mute,
Oh, okay.
but she can essentially gesture and sign. So
Okay.
so Valletta said she will translate. That's why she.
Oh,
Has sign language been invented yet?
I don't
guess
know,
so.
Probably, but I don't know it, so I can't help you there.
I feel like thieves can't would be like a style of
It
sign
could
language.
be, yeah, like talking with your hands
Mm-hmm. So that way you get people to hear.
and mid conversation, just make weird gestures.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like that idea. Okay, we start talking.
so
She
you
in there?
enter and you see him emerges from a cluster within the room, and kind of just a little sheepish looking.
I first ask. I go, can these things? Can they go to jail? They attack us.
What?
Hold on.
Are they
Automatons?
immune to the rules of this land?
Okay, so Nim is actually an automaton themselves.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So,
But they still have free will.
do they? Let's see.
I don't know.
A Nimblewright
They're-
is a
They're
magical
acting like they got
construct.
free will. She's like, she would never do that.
A
They would
nimble,
never.
a Nimblewright is a magical construct created to serve as a guardian or assassin, composed predominantly of lightweight wood and powered metal. So it is not too far off from a Warforged, but it does not have a soul of its own.
So someone gave it the order to kill.
Maybe we don't know.
We don't know this. We don't know. Yeah.
I mean, someone had to have given it an order for it to attack us.
Okay, so
It's not a free thinker.
you begin questioning Nim, and she gestures, and Valletta translates that it built all these other creations to ease its loneliness, but Then
You have-
one of their creations fled in confused terror a month ago, and Nim hasn't seen it since.
But what about the one you threw at us?
What about the bird you threw at us?
That's what we're worried about right now.
That's what you're worried about.
Yeah. It's kind of rude, okay? Like,
So she does not it does not know like what it was scared basically. It figured
Okay.
it heard about what had happened in the area. I'm assuming it probably has some sort of like way to monitor its creations, and it probably thought you were coming for it, for its Nim itself. And so hearing all of this, Valletta just angrily calls for some acolytes to come up and remove all of Nim's tools and unfinished inventions.
What? Well, hey,
oh, we didn't ask for you to do that.
Hey, what if? Okay, you know what? She really messed up. Like I don't know what you go by. They really messed up. So I feel like the only way to make up for it is that they have to do some community service. You know, to really make up for the loss of the community in front of our property at Dungino. So she'll have to do some community service at Dungino's.
Our new mascot could be Nymph.
Shh, you're getting ahead of me. Where they'll have this community service at Dungino's with
I
your
agree.
creations. Yeah, and me being the constable, I deem this.
Okay,
have some-
so
There?
while you're trying to explain that, she just goes, if this stray Nimblewright is the one is what caused all this, she cannot invent any further for now, or it cannot invent any further for now until that is dealt with.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll take care of that. But
I think
So-
that then they shouldn't just sit here and do nothing. So instead, I think they should do some community service for almost getting us hurt by their bird.
I feel like that is probably not the best idea, given that she tried attacking you.
I think it's a great idea.
She looks sorry. Are you sorry, Nymph? Are you sorry for attacking us?
Look, we can discuss. Just, Nim does not respond at all, but Valletta says, we can discuss this after this situation is dealt with. I now have to try and track this down and destroy it, so that way it doesn't harm anyone else.
Wait, the bird?
No,
Or
not
the
the bird. The creation that went missing.
Oh, that went crazy.
The one that went missing.
I think the thing that was on top of the roof in the alley is different than the thing that was on top of the roof here at the temple.
Well, the thing that was at the top of the roof is Nymph. We're talking.
Yeah. So perhaps they aren't the lead for the one that fled the alley.
Yeah, I think this is a dead end. I think this is trying to get us off the trail.
So, as the acolytes are pulling stuff out, Nim quickly moves to get one of the items that they're taking, and when Valletta asks about it, Nim gestures, and Valletta has a little bit of a sense of understanding with that, and says, well, at least we'll have some way to track this down then. As she holds this strange looking device. What you see is a 1 foot long copper contraption that has a weird umbrella like protrusion at one end of it. It's got a trigger on it, kind of like what an air gun would for at the gas station for pumping up your tires. And then Valletta turns to you and says, and she just, I don't know what all you guys have going on, but if you could help, I'd greatly appreciate it. The temple will pay you, and we can offer you each an item, an invention that could help you out. along the way. Well, throughout your
I mean,
travels.
that sounds pretty useful.
I'd totally be in. Everyone else in?
Sure.
What about you, LD?
Sure.
Okay.
And it's decided.
All right. So she hands you this contraption and explains how it works. When you pull the trigger, it becomes with the activated device comes within 500 feet of a Nimblewright other than Nim. The umbrella begins to spin, whir, and click. It will accelerate when you get closer to the target, and it will become insanely fast when you are within 30 feet of it.
Love that. Who's gonna hold on to it?
I'll hold
Yep.
on to it.
I said definitely clear.
Okay. So, excuse me. So you guys are going to begin searching, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do
Bless you.
you want to go about searching?
Well,
You want
do we have a lead?
to you're going to have to go ward by ward. That's about the only way you're going to figure it out.
Where was those snake people from again? Where were they based in?
I think they had a base in the dock ward.
Well, we should check there first.
Yeah, they seem pretty sketchy.
Okay.
And we'll pull that. Okay.
So let me.
Let's lead the way.
The dock ward. The dock ward.
We're going back to the docks.
Okay. So
The duck walked up to a lemonade stand.
don't. No, there are no grapes. All right. So you guys searched the dock ward, which is awesome that you went right there.
Oh, great. Right.
So
Good job.
you search the dock ward, and once you get closer to the docks itself, when you get near a few ships, it begins to go off.
Oh.
Okay.
So there are 3 ships. The names are on the side of them. Two of them are called the Heartbreaker and Hellraiser, and they are docked. And then there is one that is anchored in the harbor rather than right up at the docks, called the Eye Catcher. And within those 3 ships, something is setting off that device.
Well, it looks like we need to get on there and figure it out.
We don't know which boat is setting it off. Just put them in.
Yeah, precisely.
Okay.
So it is getting to be about dusk right now. You may want to wait. You'll have to try and sneak on the ship and search. But
Pretty good at that.
right this second, let's take a quick break.
Good.
Yeah, let's take a quick break. So we will be right back, everyone.
Because I had my throat was hurting, and it was $4 for my visit, and $5 for the medicine.
Okay.
I wish, because
She
if I go to the
got
doctor,
she got a COVID test one time in 10 minutes, and literally within 24 hours, they're like, nah, you don't got it. You're good.
I got it the next morning at 9 a.m. because that's when they send out results.
I
and
had
it's
to
all-
get
And
I had to get an endoscopy, and I got a $300 bill from the facility, a $500 bill from the physician, a $150 bill from the physician's assistant, and then an $80 bill from the nurse. And I was
I had
just
to get an MRI once, and it was $3,000 my MRI.
oh wow,
Oof,
yeah, it's American insurance, and you know what's crazy? The insurance I have, I literally work at a health insurance company, and it was still that expensive. So it's
American healthcare sucks.
yeah,
Yeah,
I work at a health company. I work at CVS and Aetna, and yet my
They're very
insurance is so
similar to America. It's just the government controls it, so there's a cap on it. You can't charge more than a certain amount for things here.
See, a lot of
Okay.
people in America would be mad that the government controls it, but I would be happy.
You know what I'm curious
The rest,
about?
insurance plans are the same. It's just that it's. Yeah, what?
The health insurance in Waterdeep.
Oh yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
What kind of health insurance are we having in Waterdeep?
We should get double insurance on you there.
You
Kieran.
don't get insurance.
Oh, okay.
You don't get insurance.
That's very surprising.
Do we have business insurance?
I'm a high risk. I'm classified as what's a high risk.
do we have
High risk,
business
high
insurance in
reward,
Waterdeep?
Nope.
Did we? We're not paying for it.
We gotta go back to the restaurant right now. We gotta go back. We gotta protect it.
Look, we left our ghost friend in charge. It's all safe. I mean, just look past the fact that we come back and there's like an extra broken chair that wasn't there before.
We go back and everything's destroyed.
That's why
Why is everything destroyed? The bartender accidentally made a martini with vodka instead of gin.
Yep, exactly.
That's why I'm not getting rid of mending ever. I'm just gonna.
I mean, mending is a good spell to have.
It helped us already today. See that?
Okay,
All right.
so let's go ahead and get back to this. It's nighttime now. You guys are gonna sneak in.
We got through. Yeah, so we're rogues. So you think we're gonna wait till morning?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, you're good. No.
So we got 3 boats. Is what it was. 3 boats in total. That we don't know which one has the thing we're looking for on it.
Correct.
Okay,
Alright.
let's roll a dice to see which one we go to.
Oh, real fast. Okay, so, did you think we took a short rest in this time?
Sure. An hour
Okay,
to
cool.
rest. So
My
we're gonna
fingy feels better.
say that you're gonna have easy access to the 2 ships that are docked, not the one that's
Mhm.
still
Which means
out
it's
in the harbor.
Probably not.
Oh, okay.
That's how it works.
All right. Well, I said we split up in teams of 2,
Oh, that's always smart.
and then we just
There are 3.
cover the boats.
Why don't we just split up one team of 2 and then like the two that's the hardest, they go to the hardest one, and then people solo ride the easy one.
Well, I mean, I like your idea. That is kill more time. I was just thinking that maybe we go for the 2 that are docked first, and then if it's not on here, we all go for the one that's out in the bay. But I mean, this is your idea, sure. I mean, I'm stupid, so whatever you want to do.
He said it,
Yeah.
not me.
I have a -1 intelligence, so I'm easily intimidated by anyone else's idea. So,
And you're my buddy. Come over here, Kieran.
all right, nothing can go wrong.
Okay, so
Okay.
I will take Breaker because that's what I am. Towards it.
You're taking what?
The Heartbreaker, and that one, the
Oh.
ones. Is
So which one's left then?
Okay. So it doesn't matter. You guys go. One goes to Heartbreaker. One goes to Hellraiser. You guys
All right.
you guys get in there and look around.
Do you make any stealth checks?
Yeah, go ahead. And
wait,
make
I
me
thought
some-
y'all 2 weren't you 2 going together, Blard and
Yeah.
Kieran. So y'all are going to the further one. Me and Eldrin are in the Heartbreaker and the Hellraiser.
Okay.
Oh, so y'all went for the 2. So are you making us cross the bay to go?
The 2 should go to the.
Team Hellraiser.
Oh, wait, okay. Oh,
Hold on.
wait. So no,
Okay.
wait. They're telling us we're going to the 3rd one out in the water,
No,
Blard.
no.
Yeah.
You guys don't have the means to get to the one that's in the water
Well,
right
Blard,
now.
I guess we could steal a boat. I didn't think piracy would be on my resume, but I guess so.
Is there a law for
Gotta
that? I
start
plot.
somewhere, kid.
I make myself look the constable.
Okay.
All right, we're commandeering this boat.
Okay, so one group's going to the Hellraiser, the other is going to the Heartbreaker.
God, he's forcing us into the better option. I agree.
I am not giving you the means to get out to the boat that's in the middle.
How else are we supposed to search it at some point? Are we going to see?
You worry about that when that some point comes.
Oh my
Everybody
gosh. Okay.
everybody make me
Alright,
stealth
alright, stealth
checks.
checks.
Me and LG go to the Heartbreaker.
Ooh, pretty bad.
Okay.
I got a 15.
Okay.
Oh.
Wait, what are we rolling for
Stealth.
again?
Stealth.
I have received a 26.
Holy.
I got a
Pretty good.
16.
I got me a 24.
Okay. We did pretty good, actually.
All right. So you guys get in there. You can make me perception checks as well to look around.
Fucking Rogue Squad, let's go. Let's go, Rogue One.
I got a 10.
17. And
14 for me.
Okay.
And an 18.
All right.
Blard got one up me.
Fiol, you find a spell scroll,
Oh,
and Blard, you find a ring. You can sense some magic coming from it. You don't know what it is. It'll take, but those items were from stream loots, and I found the perfect place to work them in. You also find some of those automatons, the nimble rights,
Oh, shit. Okay.
and the device goes off for whichever one of you has it.
Mhm.
He has.
So both groups, you question them and they say that they are attractions and nothing more, but they are loud and it catches the attention of the crew. And they begin to corner both groups.
Wait, what?
Oh.
Yep, they corner you and just say you'll be having words with our captain, and a crew member from both ships use the sending spell to send out a message, and they tell you that they are going to send you over to the Eye Catcher, the flagship, as the captain has invited you for dinner.
Dinner?
Dinner. Yes.
Oh, I haven't ate all day.
So,
I don't want to be dinner.
We've been caught, Blarn. I think we have to kill our way out. We have to stab.
Oh my goodness.
I wonder
No,
if
we're
they
gonna
like
eat dinner.
cat.
Jesus. All
Put
right.
us together.
He's a tabaxi, sir.
I assume you are all
This is
going to
meals.
accept it.
I guess. I mean, does it
Yeah,
look like
why
we
would
can
I
take
say
out? How many guards are there?
I ask, does his meals come with fortune cookies?
Yes.
Describe this cuisine. Does it have a lot of rice and noodles involved? Oh,
I'm
no.
allergic to gluten. If there's any gluten involved, I don't think I should go.
What's gluten?
The captain only accepts the best. He's very flamboyant when it comes to that.
Okay, gluten is literally what everyone thinks is the worst. So,
Let's keep shit.
Totally. Let's go check out this captain guy. I mean, I don't mind dinner instead of jail.
Okay.
do you think
Yes.
from DiGiorno's? Dungino.
Dungino's?
All right. All right.
That's the name of
It's
it.
not
So-
delivery.
A dinghy arrives to the ship, to one ship, and then goes over to the other to get everybody, and then heads off to the flagship.
All
Oh,
right,
hi,
so-
guys.
You are brought
All right.
aboard, and in the dining cabin is bedecked with golden filigree, purple curtains festooned with silken tassels, the wooden paneling scented with perfume. A magnificent feast is laid out on golden platters across a beautiful mahogany table. Even the doilies are something to behold. Standing behind it all, with wine glass in a hand, is a well-built, scantily clad man. His scarlet apparel designed to accentuate his trim figure and bountiful chest hair. A flashy rapier hangs from a stylish belt. "Welcome aboard the Eye Catcher," he says, flashing his pearly white teeth. "Zardoz Zord at your service."
Zarda sword?
Zardoz
Are you-
Zord.
Sir, what do you do for a living to have all this nice stuff?
It is a carnival. It's a seafaring carnival.
Oh, a carnival.
Oh. Well, thanks for having us. Have you seen any robots that want to kill people?
Can't say that I have.
Well, case closed,
So-
guys. We got a dead end.
Well, we should eat before we go, though.
Oh, okay.
So while you guys are eating and chatting, you learn that this is the Sea Maiden's Fair. He is the owner and operator.
Mhm.
The Heartbreaker and Hellraiser are used as transportation for the entertainers, wagons, parade floats, and that this ship is the command ship and private yacht, essentially.
Are you
And-
looking for new partners?
He he visits the distant island of Latan about once a year, and that is where he got these nimble rights that you saw. And he keeps 2 aboard his ship and 1 on each of the others. When they're not in the parade, they remain on the ships and are perfectly harmless. And as he's saying that, a nimble right enters with a decanter of wine and gives everybody a refill.
Yeah, I don't think
wanna,
things that are purposely harmless would try to make us drunk.
I wanna ask him if he's a noble.
Oh no.
Sounds like he ain't even from around here.
What does that do with anything, LD? Is that something? Is that like a code word for something?
I don't like nobles.
Oh, okay.
I don't genuinely I
Wait,
don't generally
is that
like
is that a race? Are you racist? Like Biol?
I'm not racist.
no, I don't like people that like to flaunt their money and think that they're above
Oh.
others.
Oh.
So, do you anything specific you want to ask him?
I would say I would see the robot and go, man, you know what sounds like a lot of fun? Throwing fireballs at gnomes in an alley, and I stare right at the robot, see if it does anything.
Yeah, no. Doesn't do
I
anything.
All right.
think he got
And Sword just
into,
looks at you like,
the dog board.
what? That is
my
a
buddy
terrible
here
idea of
is-
fun.
What my buddy here is trying to say is we're actually in search of a nimble right now. One was leaving the scene of a crime not far from where we work, and we were using this doohickey, and I point to the weird umbrella contraption to try to find nimble rights because we are looking to, well, see if we can solve this. So
Yeah, we're detectives.
your nimble rates have been all here on the ship recently, have they?
Oh yes, they do not leave the ship unless they're in the parade.
How do you know they don't?
Insight check.
Okay.
I'm not good at these.
Oh, do it. Get it.
Oh, actually, I am. I got a +4. 16 total.
No, you get the feeling he's being truthful about that.
Okay.
Maybe it's something his employees are doing here.
Do you divulge anything more, like any of the events that have transpired? What
I asked
you've
him when
learned
he
any
got
of
into
that?
the work.
When what?
When he got here.
Actually even say? I don't think it does.
Suspicious. He doesn't have an alibi.
I see.
What were you
He's-
doing on
okay,
the
so-
night of 1990-41?
He just yes, we've been docked for a little while. It's nice to give people a break from travel and work and let them just enjoy themselves.
Have you partaked anywhere in the city yet?
I've gone and done a little shopping, but I prefer to stay on my yacht, on my ship.
No. If you're ever back into town, I know a really great pizza place that you should try. And I hand them our business.
Okay. Well, if I am ever that way, I'll most definitely check it out.
Yeah.
Please do.
I guess we'll have to ask Raynar if he knows anything about
Yeah, I feel like this is a dead end. Well, sir, thanks for the delicious food.
Well, thank you for attending. I'm glad we cleared this up.
Oh yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
That we snuck onto your ship
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so nicely, even though we snuck on your ship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was very nice of you not to immediately call the constable and throw us in jail.
Oh, there's always a reason someone does something. You are not so abrasive, so
Besides, that constable's kind of a dickhole. He throws kids against walls. I don't know if you knew that or not.
Yeah,
You
did
should
you
know
hear that?
every city has
Are you
its problems,
friends
I
with the constable?
suppose.
Yep. It's just especially that guy.
Well, I wish you well. Good luck on your endeavors with Dungino's. I'll have a dinghy ready to get you to the docks safely.
Thank
Well,
you.
thank you. If we ever need to come back out here to talk to you, is there an easy way to get out? Can we just tell them that we need to talk to you and they'll bring us out here?
Yes. You talk to the crew that's at the docks and they'll send a message.
Because
We'll go from there.
I don't know, we might come with more questions. Since you have a lot of these and we're dealing with these, we might have questions.
Very well. So he bids you adieu and sends you on your way.
I feel like we didn't question him.
Yeah.
I eat as I was during the entire time I was eating like a starving person, and as we're being shooed away, I'm grabbing a couple bread rolls and be like, oh, thank you.
Okay, so
We all walk out like, what a nice man. That's a really good experience.
So you guys head back to
Nothing sketchy.
Dungino's to rest for the night, and come morning, as you guys are getting ready to head out, Renair actually comes in.
Oh,
Checking.
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
He's just. I came to check on you. I heard about the fireball. Wanted to make sure you guys were all right.
yeah, it's pretty bad. We're actually trying to find the culprit right now.
What exactly? What happened exactly? Who have you?
We're
So-
better off than the gnome.
But
Yeah,
he stops and he just the gnome.
Yeah, oh yeah, he said that you sent him here with the little thing, McBob, or the Stone of Glossy.
Yeah, the Stone of Galore, I think he
Okay,
said.
so
And go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
And as I say that, I look around. Is anyone actively listening to me?
When you're talking, Renair's listening to you.
Other than Renair, other than active conversation participants.
You don't really
Oh,
have
like
you
anybody.
guys don't really have any patrons right now. You have, since you guys were going to be out investigating, you left it closed essentially for now.
Oh, okay.
Your crew hasn't come in to start up.
All right. Yeah, the Stone of Galore. Yeah, unfortunately we had the people help make the little gnome guy talk after he was dead. That crazy magic stuff.
Okay.
And he told us about it a little bit.
So as you are telling him all this stuff, he lets out a heavy sigh and just. When the Lords of Waterdeep ousted my father, I thought his long dark shadow was finally gone for good. The truth is, I want nothing to do with him, but his spies, they hound me. One of them, this gnome, his name was Dalakar. He'd been watching me for months, and about 10 days ago, the spy was suddenly nowhere to be seen. My father didn't trust many, but he trusted that gnome. I spoke to a few of his friends, and apparently he was on a special mission to retrieve the Stone of Galore and was afraid that the Zentarim and Xanathar Guild were close to catching him. He heard about my kidnapping and wanted more information about those who rescued me, you guys. I think he was planning to pay you to deliver the stone to my father in Neverwinter.
He was gonna pay us.
Man.
Damn. You got
Can we
run.
still get paid?
Now, if we find it, can we get paid still? We got this day off, man. We're
Can we
really
get paid more if we find it?
yeah, because and then we gotta turn it in. So I think we should be double.
We're still gonna find this robot though too.
So you
How do
you guys are you also, I assume, tell him what you learned from Fala about seeing someone fleeing.
yeah, about the robot.
And he says he'll be back later he's going to reach out to some friends in the Harpers, and he asks you to wait in Dungino's so that way he can actually find you guys. And so you guys spend the day there, sprucing the place up, getting ready. Yeah, you're bored out of your mind waiting. And he comes back later with some information. He says that the man Fala saw matches the description of Erstal Floxen, a suspected member of the Black Network. And another resident in the Northern Ward claims they saw Ursel enter a place called Gralhund Villa shortly after the fireball. The resident reported him to the watch because he looked suspicious. And he's also learned that 2 city watchmen spoke to Lord Gralhund and that he had assured them no one had broken into the estate and everything was fine. And they had no grounds for a warrant, so they left it be. So your best bet is going to be to go to Gralhund Villa in the North Ward, he says.
So we gotta go.
Right.
We haven't been to the North Ward yet, so
Yeah. Okay. It's more exploration.
All right. So I think this will be a good point for us to stop because this next part will take a bit of time.
All right, we got a lot of leads. A lot of leads to find.
So we're going to call it a night. Well, a night here for Bjol. Call it a day for everyone else. Thanks everyone for coming and hanging out. Hopefully next Sunday they will follow up on these leads and get it all sorted out.
And not get stun locked.
Not get stun locked, yeah.
Did we
No, you
did
didn't.
we level
No,
up?
you didn't. The chapter's not over.
You didn't level up through all of that non-combat and non-things happening.
Wow.
See-
Hey, look, we had no combat last session.
See, you level up at the end of the chapter. It's milestone.
Okay.
We're not there yet. So, real quick, everybody, if you want to help us spread some Christmas cheer for the children, follow this link that I'm putting out there. We're doing a fundraiser for Toys for Tots. And for every $1 you donate, you get entered into a raffle. You could win some fun stuff.
Fun stuff.
But for now,
Like a sack for your own
Yes.
family jewels.
yes, fill a sack with your family jewels.
Well, hold on a second.
Nope,
Make
you
sure
heard
it's
it. You
not
heard it.
lopsided.
This phrasing is very interesting.
Take it how you will. All right. Have a great day, everybody.
Have a great day.
Cheers.